Hi, this is Scott with eTrailer. Today we're taking a look at and installing our trailer mate hitch on our 2016 Ford Transit T250. Our trailer mate hitch we have on our T250 today is going to be a good option for contractors or people that just want to pull a small trailer or something behind their van. The nice thing I like about this one is it tucks in behind our bumper line, so if you're working back here out of the back of your van, you're not going to be bumping into it with your shins or anything, and it's tucked away really nicely. This hitch is going to have a 5/8 pinhole opening. That's going to hold in any of your accessories that you have in your receiver. Now this one won't come with a pin and clip, so you may want to pick one up here at eTrailer. But keep in mind, a lot of your accessories may have a pin and clip with it, like your cargo carriers, and your bike racks usually have a anti-rattle pin that will come with those. Our hitch is going to have heavy duty welded on chain loops. That's going to accept either your S-style hooks or your Clevis-style hooks. So either one of those are going to work for your trailer towing needs. As far as our measurements go for this hitch, from the center of our pinhole out to the edge of our bumper, we're looking at 4 inches. Now with that measurement, you'll be able to decide if you have any accessories that fold up or stow away. Will make any contact with the back of your vehicle when you fold those up. Now from the top inside of our receiver down to the ground, we do have our van on a lift today, so we did do the math, and with that measurement, from here to the ground will be 14 inches. With that measurement, you'll be able to decide on the type of ball drop you may need, or to also let you know if you need any rise of the shank of either your bike rack or your cargo carriers for clearance. As far as weights go for this hitch is going to have a tongue weight rating of 600 pounds. That's going to be the weight pushing down on the lower portion of your receiver. That's going to be the combination of your bike rack loaded down with all of your bikes, or your cargo carrier loaded down with all of your gear. Now for a gross trailer weight rating, we're going to be at 6,000 pounds for that. That's going to be the weight of your trailer and everything that you have loaded on that. Now keep in mind, it's always a good idea to take a look in your owner's manual and make sure that you don't exceed any of your maximum towing capabilities listed in there. If you have any questions or comments about this hitch for your transit van, you can always leave a question or comment down below in the comment section, or you can get a hold of one of our experts here at eTrailer. They'd be glad to help you out. Now, as far as installation goes, this one isn't really too bad. It's definitely something you could handle yourself, but if it's something you don't have the time, the tool, or the place to do it, you can always take a look at our dealer locator and get something done for you locally. If it's something you feel like tackling yourself, stick around, watch our video, and we'll help you get it installed. To start our installation, we got our spare tire down out of the way just to give us a little more room to work, and also just to make it a little bit easier for you guys to see what we're doing. Now we're underneath our vehicle, and we're going to have our little bit of frame rails here on each side, and we're going to start by tapping into this hole here towards the back on both sides. That's where we're going to be mounting our self-tapping screw through. So what we want to do is just kind of get that area cleaned out a little bit. Just use a tube brush or something. Now this isn't threaded, so we're going to be making threads into this. So I like to spray a little silicone or some penetrating oil up in there and just get any debris out. Also, you want to wipe off any debris that you may have on here. That way we'll have a good flush fit when we go and lift our hitch into place. So I'm going to take our bolt that comes into our kit. That's going to be a self-tapping bolt. I'm just going to get that started. And we want to start running this in slowly and just get it to start in. We want it to stay perpendicular with our frame. In the backs of our frames, we're going to have this hole back here, and we're going to want to get our hardware in place. So in our kit, we're going to have our carriage bolt, our spacer block, and our nut, and that's going to be in the back of our frame here. So what we're going to have is this fish wire that comes in our kit. We want to take the coiled end and just run that into the hole and then back. Then what we'll do is we'll take our spacer block, run that up on to the coiled end. Now we'll take our carriage bolt and we'll just thread that into our fish wire coil. We can just pull that through our frame, down and through. Now we'll leave our fish wire on. That's going to help in case our bolt ends up getting pushed up into our frame, and this is also going to help with that, so we can pull it down through our hitch when we get it in place. Now with an extra set of hands, we're going to go ahead and lift our hitch into place. We just want to run our fish wire into the corresponding hole. Now we'll just move that into position. With it in place, now we can unscrew our fish wire off of there. Now we'll just get our nut installed and run that up finger tight. Now we can come back through with our self-tapping bolts, and we'll just get those started in the holes that we pre-tapped. Now we'll come back through and snug down all of our hardware. After we have everything snugged down, now we can come back through with a torque wrench and get everything torqued down to the specifications listed in our instruction manual. Now, if you don't have a torque wrench, you can always get one here at eTrailer. We do have some options available for these, or you can take a look at your local auto parts store. You should be able to rent one there. Now, for this back bolt right here, you can see we have our exhaust in the way. You can either lower your exhaust to get your torque wrench on that, or you can go ahead and use like a dog bone style wrench, and that will get in there and get you around the exhaust so you don't have to lower that down. With everything torqued down, now all we have to do is get our spare tire put back in place, and that'll do it for our look at and our installation of our Trailer Mate hitch on our 2016 Ford Transit T250. I'm Scott with eTrailer, and thanks for watching.